Hello everyone, welcome into today's stream. Go ahead and get comfortable, get situated. I'll go over the plan for today. Last stream that we played the Nuzlocke, we had a terrible thing happen. We ended up losing a lot of our team. 4 of our 6 Pokemon we had against Clavel went down to Skeledirge, so we're in a really sad spot, really interesting spot, but thankfully we do have new Pokemon put on our team, and in today's stream we're going to spend a while training them up so that hopefully we'll be safe for what's to come. We do still have the Elite Four, we still have to battle Cassiopeia, aka Penny, and some other big battles like that, such as Nemona. Then we'll be moving on to Area 0 in order to complete this challenge. If you're just now joining in, welcome. This is the beginning of the video. It is currently 4:03 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I will be streaming just 2 hours total, so I'll be going until 6 instead of 7 today, so heads up on that. I have a schedule posted to Discord, but I do need to update it here on Twitch. I'll go ahead and make a note of that, and then I'll try to update it here after the stream, so those who are only on Twitch can see that. I'll make a note really quickly. Alright, I have that written down. Hopefully you guys have your water bottles out and ready. We're going to be staying hydrated throughout this stream. I'm going to go ahead and pop up on the screen. Here we go. There we go. This poll will be ending today. This is the 3rd poll. After 4 days of each of the polls being out, we are closing them. This one so far has 10 votes, and it will be closed at 5 p.m. So in about 1 hour, if I check the clock, I'll go on here. I'll send a message to let everyone know this poll will be closed. Right now, Miriam has a massive lead. Personally, I do like Miriam more than Tulip, so I'm okay with that. That's where we are right now. Tomorrow we are going to have Rhyfort versus Jita closing. We can see the stats here, but make sure to vote on these before they close. We've got some good ones coming. 9 left in stage 1, and then the winners will be moving on to stage 2. Again, this is who we have today, so go ahead and vote for this one if you haven't. You can find it in the, let me see if I can move this. There we go. In the community section on my YouTube channel, I have this in a weirdly positioned spot, but if you go to Platinum Dragon 79 on YouTube, there we go. You can see it there. Platinum Dragon 79 community. Go to the community tab and you'll be able to find all these polls. If you are subscribed, they'll also pop up in your subscription feed. That's a little bit harder to follow, especially if you have a lot of subscriptions popping up. So do go ahead and vote on these. Again, this one's going to be ending today. Let me go ahead and move that off, and we are going to go ahead and start training. Thankfully, Caliper is still in and well. Caliper does have an ice move, which is going to be really helpful versus the Elite Four. Ice Beam. We're definitely going to want to train up Supagi here. I don't actually think that she's going to get a better move than Close Combat, which is a little bit scary because we're not the most defensive, and it would drop our defenses a good bit. But if we think we're safe, we can use that one. So our only fighting Pokemon right now, and the only fighting Pokemon we'll have, but not super defensive. So we do need to be aware of that. We have Pawtuff here with Cute Charm, which could be really good. He will be useful against the Sada fight, especially against Roaring Moon, who is supposed to be very difficult here at the very end of Pokemon Scarlet. We still have Diablo alive and well. He was not involved in the Skeledirge massacre, not a victim there of that, thankfully. We still have a solid electric type here, a very strong Pokemon in Linkatar, but unfortunately a lot of type weaknesses, so we do want to keep Linkatar safe from its weaknesses. We have Cool Cat 5, still alive and well, one of the 2 survivors along with Caliper from the Skeledirge massacre. Alright, so let's go ahead and look for a good place to train. I'm sure there might be some more outbreaks. Don't know if there'll be any good ones, but maybe there will be. If we get something like the Avalugg outbreak we had those times, that would be really nice. We'll go ahead and remove this destination and see what we can find. This is going to be just a relaxed hangout stream, or if you're watching on YouTube, I hope you can relax and enjoy. I'm thinking this spot right here is going to be perfect for us. It might be a great spot to train at Pawtuff. We do have a lucky egg. So we'll have to make sure we give that to one of our Pokemon. I can fly right here. I'm just going to go ahead and check on my team, make sure we're actually all set to go. We have the Lucky Egg on Supagi right now. We do have an Ice-type move on Caliper. So let's go ahead and start with Caliper. Already 67. Once we get her to 70, I think we'll swap Pawtuff up to the front. That sounds like a great plan to me. And we'll just cycle through. We do have one fairy move on Cool Cat, if I remember correctly. Yes, play Ralph. Okay, so that should be really good. There are going to be only around 100 in that outbreak, but I'm glad that we have one that's going to have some high-level Pokemon. That's great for us. We'll go ahead and fly over to Casseroya. I'm going to take a sip of water as well. Again, guys, do make sure you're staying comfortable, staying hydrated. Maybe if you're not perfectly comfortable, maybe there's not always something you can do about that, but you can at least try to take care of yourself here. Think about your posture even as you are comfortable. There are ways to get comfortable and still keep some good posture so that you won't be hurting from that in the future. I have sort of a back support here. I recommend maybe if you are sitting down and you want to kind of lay back, or if you do want to, I don't know, fold forwards or something like that, maybe have some type of support, some pillows, something to keep yourself comfortable and keep your posture in a good place while also being comfortable. I'm going to go ahead and take that sip of water, and then we're going to get into the training. So far, we have 3 shinies on this run, and I have said that we will trade those away to Twitch subscribers. So if you're watching here on Twitch and you want one of those 3 shinies, feel free to subscribe, and I'll reach out to subscribers here at the end of the run, whether we end up losing or winning. It looks like I'm going the wrong way, actually, but I'm thinking we're going to go for the win. Obviously, we're trying to. We were a little bit rushed when we went in for the Skeletor's Massacre. I felt confident that we had the type advantages, and we just didn't have the defenses to back up the power that we had. Looking back on it, if things had played out differently, we probably could have taken the Skeletor out in just one hit by doing the Terra-type Water Surf right at the start. But I wanted to play it safe, and I overestimated our defenses. It was a sad situation losing 4 Pokemon like that, making the huge mistake to lose such a wonderful partner in Warcole, who was just a tank. That was really sad, and that's where it all started there. We've got good Pokemon. We're going to keep going. I'm going to take a sip of water. For me and many others, I'm sure the semester has started back up. So I'm getting back into kind of figuring out my schedule at this point. I mostly have like January plotted out, let's say, but I never know exactly what the work that I have to do for the assignments I have written when they're due and stuff is going to look like. But for this week, I do have the stream schedule set, as I was saying. That's on Discord, and I will go ahead and put that on Twitch here afterwards if I see that note and remember. Okay, there's always a chance of seeing a shiny. It's not a great chance, but it's a lot greater than in games where you're only seeing one Pokemon at a time. Looks like we only have 10 power points on our Ice Beam. So obviously that means at most we'll be taking out 10 here. If we see any pinkish, purplish Dragonair here, we're definitely going to go for him. Already level 68. Fantastic. We started training Supagi as just a level 18 Tommy. So she's come a long way as well here, which is great. I have no idea what the Eevee like priorities here are for taking out Dragonair, like if we're actually Eevee training something. But that's okay. We're going mostly for the experience. It is usually pretty laggy here on the waters on Casseroya Lake, but it's worth it for that experience. I really like the Dratini line. Dratini and Dragonair are such cool Pokemon, and Dragonite is just a classic Pokemon, such a strong Pokemon as well. Stretching out a little bit, my neck was really cracking there. We're learning a new move. Is it close combat? It is. Okay. Let's look at this. So I think Arm Thrust is what we have right now. It's only 15 power. It does have 100 accuracy. But let's see. 5 times in a row. Yeah, I think close combat is going to be our best bet there. So we can go ahead and get rid of Arm Thrust. Let me think really fast. We have Volt Absorb, which I don't think will help us out because we don't have any more double battles. If something does want to hit us with an electric type attack, like if it only has electric type attacks, then that could be okay. But I think it's just unlikely that will be coming in handy. But we'll see. I'll go ahead and get rid of Arm Thrust. I'll take another sip of water. Okay, Supagi still has a little ways to go. The weakest on our team right now. We do want to get our guys to, I would say 70 would be awesome. We have Cool Cat at 68. We have Caliper at 68. We have done all the rolls for new Pokemon that we can. I'll go ahead and pull up that list. This is where we're looking with our deaths with our list. We actually can get a Roaring Moon all the way at the very end before we go to battle Sada. Who knows, if we happen to have an open spot in our team, then we might throw that on. We'll see. It should be a stronger Pokemon, which is good. Very nice. The ones that are underwater, I think a lot of times you can jump and then actually you go down a little bit further like that and you can still hit them. That one went a little too far. There we go. You might also be able to target them and throw a Pokeball. We could try that too. We're running out of Ice Beam. We have 3 left, it looks like. For Diavolo, we actually might just want to go take out those Gyarados. I might actually just throw Diavolo on and go do that now here. We'll take this one out too. We'll go ahead and use our Ice Beams first because we only have 1 or 2 more at this point. 2 more. So after this, I'll find 1 more Dragonair. There are a couple. Then we'll go to those Gyarados. Great, okay. Let's go ahead and swap Diavolo up. Which button is that? Y. We've got 3 Gyarados. We should be able to take them out in 1 hit with the 4 times effective. Actually, 4 Gyarados there. Perfect. Felt safer with the Discharge. I'm not aware of the Gyarados' speed. We are a very fast Pokemon, Electrode is, but I feel like Discharge might do more damage. It's lowering our physical attack. We are a special attacker and we have special attack moves, so we are okay. Awesome. Okay, these Gyarados are great. More levels on Supagi. Very nice. Alright, 2 more Gyarados in front of us. Very good. I don't think we'll quite get to the next level off of these 2 Gyarados for Diablo. We'll be getting close. Then we'll head back over to the Dragonair, most likely with a Pokemon that has a Fairy move. Play Rough, I believe, is the name of our Fairy move we have on Cat 5, and that does only have 90 accuracy if I remember correctly, which means we might miss one of them. We might miss more than that or less than that, but it's likely that we miss one out of the 10 power points it has. More Gyarados, not bad at all. We'll go up there. So much experience from these Gyarados. We actually got a level on Pawtuff. Great, there's so many Gyarados. It's almost like it's a Gyarados outbreak here. They just keep coming. Take out 1, 2 more spawn in, I guess. We've got Dondozo as well, which is great for experience. We might try our Diablo against it as well. Yep, there you go, another Gyarados. Super close on the level for Supagi, and we're going to be getting up a level on Diablo very soon too. These Gyarados are working better than the Dratini, I think, so this is great. Just where we need to be right now. I'm going to try Electro Ball. Okay, not quite enough, so I was right, the discharge is a little bit better. Thrash, we should be okay. Oh, yikes. Big yikes. Okay. Shouldn't miss these. I'm going to go with Discharge. Then we're going to heal afterwards, of course. Makes me a little bit scared to fight the Dondozo, actually, because it could be like 55. Alright, we are now 57, though. The way that battle ended where it pulled back, it almost seemed like we were going to get an evolution, but we don't have anyone who can evolve right now. On our team, at least. Dondozo left. Level 50, the Electro Ball might do it, but let's keep sticking with the Discharge because we know that that's going to work. Wonderful. Okay, if we see another 49, you know what? I honestly don't think it's worth trying the Electro Ball again because we can just go heal to play it safe, and we do not want to be too risky here. A critical hit maybe could take us out, so we want to be careful about that. Good thing it's not lowering our defense. That would be bad. Oh no, I accidentally used Electro Ball. Okay. Well, we knocked it out. It's level 50. I should be more careful here in the future. Definitely, even though I'm trying, I'm still making plenty of mistakes. So that might be the scariest part here, just me making mistakes. Alright, here we go. Discharge 5 more. We should definitely be able to find 5 more Gyarados at this point. Gene, welcome in. How are you doing today? We're training up our team after the Skeleturge massacre. That was crazy. Okay, here we go. Another Gyarados. These Gyarados are being great for us for experience. I'm going to take another sip of water, Gene. Hope you're doing well, staying hydrated. Alright, we're looking good. I think we had a little bit more on the discharge, maybe 1 or 2 more attacks. Then I think we'll head back over. Three left, okay. Diablo is now 58 and it's trying to learn Mirror Coat. Yikes. Okay, I think that's going to be too scary of a move for us. We'll go ahead and read what it does though. Pretty sure it's the special counter. A retaliatory attack that counters any special move, inflicting double the damage taken. That's going to be really rough for us. We do have better special defense than regular defense by a good little bit, but I don't want to be taking hits. I don't want to be relying on that. I would rather just use the light screen than take a hit that might knock us out and then get a one-hit knockout on someone else. So we'll say no on that one. Another Gyarados. Golduck's also a really good Pokemon. I like it a lot. It is a nice swimming animation, which is good because that's such a big part of its Pokédex entry. 2 more Gyarados to knock out, including this one, so we need to find 1 more around here, and it's probably going to spawn right in once we knock this one out. Let's see. There we go. We're going to go fast to get around this Veluza. Okay, and after this attack, we'll go ahead and reposition our team. Gyarados down. Veluza's going to be coming for us, most likely. 49 and a new move. We just had one at 44. Wants to learn Discharge. We are a physical attacker with this Pokemon, Supagi, who is Palmot. I was forgetting the name of it. Discharge is a very good special move, though. Let's look at the differences. Our physical attack is 125. Our special attack is only 86. That is a pretty big difference, but it's not terrible. Nuzzle is a free paralysis, which is great for us. Dig is a decent attack to have. We can dodge something if we're a little bit worried, but if they have Earthquake, then I think we take double damage from that, so that'd be an easy KO against us, really. So it'd be knocking us out, which is bad. Bite is also a good move to have, so I'm really not sure where this puts me here because I would like to keep Nuzzle for the paralysis. Close combat is a risky move, but it leaves us with no solid, reliable electric move, which is too bad for us. Because we're weak to the Earthquake, it makes me almost want to get rid of the Dig. I don't know if that's actually going to be handy in the future or not. So let's go ahead and get rid of the Dig, and we'll see. If we're battling someone and we see their attacks, we can always reshuffle our Pokemon's attacks just so we can be ready for that battle. Now I'm going to go ahead and reshuffle my team's place right now. We have Diablo up front, but currently out of its best electric move. So I'm thinking we put Pawtuff up at level 58. Cool Cat already at 69, so I think that's going to be good. Yeah, we'll leave the Lucky Egg there on Supagi, and we're going to go back to the Dragonair, which are all the way back here. We strayed a ways away. Okay, here we go. There's a Dratini. They should be spawning in here soon. I'll go ahead and stop. Look around. We've got lots of other Pokemon spawning in here, so I think they're taking up those spawns. Great. Okay, now we can see more Dragonair spawning in behind this one. I'm going to go ahead and use Play Rough. Slam going first. Thankfully, we're decently defensive. And we do have enough attack to take out this Dragonair. That's great. Goodbyes. Welcome in. How are you doing today? We're chilling, retraining up a team after the Skeleturge massacre from the last time we were playing the Nuzlocke. How's your day been? Goodbyes. I know it's pretty late for you. I know for Gene, it's actually really early in the morning, so huge time differences for all of us. Pawtuff has taken 1 hit. The dragon attacks will not affect Pawtuff, so I'm feeling okay to continue without healing. But because I want to be extra safe, I'm going to go ahead and heal this up. Gene says, oh, going to watch that massacre thing. What I need to do is cut that into a video whenever I can. I'm hoping to make that one into a video. It was a very sad moment, Gene. I did a quick recap of it earlier, just talking about it. We ended up losing 4 of our 6 Pokemon on our team. Based on, we were trying to play it safe instead of attacking because we didn't want to lose 1 Pokemon. In the process, we learned that we were not defensive enough, and the Pokemon kept powering itself up and took out 4 of our Pokemon. Pretty scary and sad situation, but we're still living. We had to make a new team here. I'll go ahead and show the list again. So we ended up losing 4 Pokemon. We had already lost Curlia, Diavolade, but we lost some super good Pokemon there. You can see we lost one of our strongest Pokemon we had in our team at the time, which was Ansumarill, which we hadn't really gotten the chance to use yet. We lost Gasnax. We lost Cheerish, who had been on our team since the beginning, as well as Workle, who had been the real MVP of the past few battles. I'll go ahead and show your team who we still have and who we're training up here now, Gene. Goodbyes again, welcome in. I'm not sure if you could hear me earlier on, but I'm glad you're here. I hope you're doing okay. All right. We are reeling in experience here. It'll still take a little while. We'll keep our eyes out for any shinies here to catch to give away later on. But this is our team. The survivors were Caliper and Cool Cat 5. We had Linkatar in the box as well as Diavolode and Supagi and Pawtuff. But we threw those ones on our team here. And this is who we're going to be using most likely against the next big battles in our way, which are going to be the Elite Four. It's going to be Penny, aka Cassiopeia, as well as Sada after that, and then of course the champion in Nimona before that. So still some really big battles. We're pretty much in the end game. It's still the main part of the story. It's not actually like the post game yet, but we're just trying to get through the main story. Alright, a couple health feathers were there. Oh, it moved. Okay, so you can't just throw your Pokeball down at it. That's good to know. You do have to have it targeted, I think. I'm going to go ahead and use Play Rough, of course. Goodbye says, I just remembered I forgot to answer. I'm good, how are you? Yes, it's pretty late, but I have to draw 6 models for tomorrow. I hope that goes well. Goodbyes. I'm doing all right. I've not had as productive as a day as I had hoped. I haven't been feeling too great today. I've been really achy, but it's still been all right. I've had some time to hang out with my sister for a little while, actually, before the stream, which was great because she will be going back to Texas tomorrow. I'm going to go ahead and use Play Rough here. I'm going to take another sip of water as well. Goodbye says, it was so funny to me that 2 seconds after I started writing this message, you mentioned me. A lot of times when people join in, Twitch will play like an ad for the first like 30 seconds, but you might still have access to the chat. So sometimes if people say hi and I say hello right away, then I don't know if they actually hear me or not. So sometimes I check in twice. Welcome in, Diablo. Yes, not for subscribers. Hopefully it'll stay that way. It should. How are you doing today, Diablo? We are training up our new team here. We have Pawtuff in the front right now. We've been swapping around. We are out of Discharge on Diavolo because we used that on Gyarados, and we are out of Ice Beam on Caliper because we've been using that on these Dragonair. I was almost going to say Dratini. Oh, that's good. That's great if you don't get ads. Goodbyes. Diablo says, and because I always sub with Prime and never get ads here. No ads is nice. Critical hit there. Don't think it was necessary, but we'll take it. More levels. We are definitely getting a lot of levels here on Supagi, which is good. Supagi really is our replacement fighting type Pokemon, which is a really good type, but we do not have any non-risky fighting type moves. I do not know if she will be able to use Brick Break. I don't think she could, actually. I'd have to check again. Aqua Tail, okay, it's faster than us. Once we run out of Play Rough on both Pawtuff and our Cool Cat, then I think we'll go ahead and heal. Honestly, if we get to level 70 with Cool Cat, I think it wouldn't be a bad idea to heal. It's always great to have these outbreaks with strong Pokemon so you can get good levels off of them. Diablo says, wow, the game's going fast, 1 frame per second. I'm guessing you're being sarcastic about the lagginess of Castle Royale Lake here. It is pretty laggy. Hopefully the stream is keeping up okay, though. If there are any issues you guys are noticing, or if the sound or anything is off, do let me know, because I can work to try to fix that. I'm going to go ahead and keep using Play Rough. It looks like this is our last one here. Gene doesn't like this area. I love this area because of the Pokemon that are here, but the lag is certainly an issue. I never want to stay here for too long. Just being on the water is a little bit hard on the frame rate. Thankfully, the Dragonair are a lot easier to see than the Tatsugiri. Okay, let's make sure we have a good order on our team. This is fine with me. Good enough. That's good. Okay, cool. So you can hear my voice all right. That's important. That was a weird sound. Okay. We should have 10 more. So we used 1, so we'll have 9 more now. I believe we have 10 Play Rough total. Okay, I think I know what the sound is. It's me trying to hit in the right stick, and it's doing like a no, you can't do that. I've never remembered that before, though. Alright, I'll stop doing that. I haven't noticed that sound until today. Dragonair at 52 going down. Let's see how much experience we get here. 1060, so we actually are getting a good bit more from the Gyarados. So once we heal up the Avalode, we'll go ahead and try to use its attacks. Louie just came in. Hello, Louie. Alright, I may have to let Louie out to the bathroom in a little while, but for now we still have time. And while, if I do take a little break to let Louie out, I do want to remind everyone we have polls on YouTube. One moment, it's going to flash right up on the screen. Look away if you want to. I don't want to hurt anybody's head or anything. 3, 2, 1. Boom. Huge color change. But we have this poll going on right now on YouTube. Miriam versus Tulip. Obviously, Miriam's got a big lead. I'm cool with that. I like Miriam. Not a huge fan of Tulip. But those two are battling each other right now. And tomorrow, this one is going to be going down. We are closing these at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time each day. So this one closes today, again, at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is in just about 20 minutes. Make sure to vote. You can go over to my YouTube channel and move to the community tab to find all of these. We have, I think, 9 more. 9 more scheduled and plenty more still out right now. It's taking 4 days before we're closing them. But do make sure you go ahead and vote. Get your vote in to see who moves on to stage 2. If not many more people vote, already 10 have, and Miriam ends up moving on, that means that Tulip is out of the competition. Miriam will be moving on, and will be facing someone else. Maybe the winner of this one, maybe the winner of this one. This one is also closed, so Grusha would be moving on. Hassel would be knocked out. Once we do get through stage 1, I will send out a bracket to show who everyone is battling. But go ahead and vote on these if you haven't already. There's not much time left on Miriam versus Tulip. Again, closing at 5 p.m. And also, again, new polls going out every single day at 10 a.m. until we have the best character decided. Yes, YouTube light mode. I could change that over. On my phone, I use dark mode. On my computer, I haven't ever swapped it from light to dark. I usually don't use YouTube on my computer, other than for Platinum Dragon 79 stuff when I'm uploading it and setting up the polls. But when I'm actually watching things, I usually use the dark mode. Diavolo says, hassle losing broke my heart. It's gonna be rough. There are definitely gonna be some already out and some coming up where it's kind of like an even match. So like maybe some people really have favorites or really have ones that they think are the best compared to the others. Then there's some other ones that I'm really interested in seeing how it's gonna work, because there's like just 2 really good characters and only one can move on, and that's just how brackets work. Especially with the single elimination, makes it a little bit rough. But if I'm doing only 1 a day, which I think would be too overwhelming if there was too much more than that, then I think the single elimination makes the most sense. And that's what I already have in the bracket. Diavolo says, I already know Arven's going to move up a lot. Most likely all the main characters I think will make it pretty far. And I have a good feeling about Larry. I think Larry will make it pretty far too, but we'll see. It depends on who's battling who. We'll see. Alright, we'll see how we're doing on power points, and then we will go heal. We'll come back and probably focus on Gyarados, honestly, because those things are giving us closer to 2,000 instead of closer to 1,000. Even if it's like 1,500, that's still a good bit better than 1,000 as far as experience. Diavolo says, I'm not in the trend. I don't like Larry that much. Iona, though. So I guess it's Iona. This whole time I've been playing and saying it, I honestly thought it was Lona, like L-O-N-A, and it never crossed my mind until the other day I was looking at it. I mean, it could have been, I don't know, a week and a half ago when I realized it, but the letters, like, there, I saw a capital L next to that, which I thought was like a capital L, just not with the extra line, but it's an I. Yeah, Ion. I never connected that, ever. But I did now, I guess. But never when I was actually doing the playthrough, so this whole run and the other run, I think I said Lono the whole time because that's what I thought it was. That's your favorite gym leader as well, Jean? We'll see how she's doing. Is she on? I don't, she might be in one of the next. Let me give you guys a little sneak peek, maybe. Let me see who she's facing. Ooh. Okay, she's going to be facing Clavel in a few days. That'll be an interesting one. That's a big one right there. I really like Clavel, but we'll see. We'll see how that one goes. Okay, we are completely out of play rough. So let's try Night Slash. We should be able to take a hit. Great, we got the critical hit. Now let's go heal. Then we're going to take down some Gyarados if we can find some. We know that there are some around here, so that's good. We can use this as a marker. We have been going this direction, I think, and look at this. Really pretty with the sky and the water. Certainly a little bit laggy, but not too terrible. I'm not seeing any shinies, but that would be something extra pretty to see here with this scenery. I'm going to head up to the land. I don't know why. I just feel a little more comfortable flying off of the land instead of off the water. Doesn't matter at all, though. Let's fly over here. Might as well check out the port, see what's there. We do also only have about 15 more minutes on the poll for today that's going to be closing, which I already forgot what it was. I believe it was Miriam versus Tulip. Yes, Miriam versus Tulip. Funny that I already forgot that. Okay, let's go ahead and heal. Diablo says recommendations for perks in Splatoon. Are you talking about the abilities? The abilities in Splatoon? I think a lot of it depends on what gun you have and what type of playstyle you want to go for. A lot of times I'm using guns where I want to cover ink, and I don't want to have to worry too much about getting more ink. And I have talked with people who are a lot better at the game than I am, and a lot of times with the guns that I use, they like to use either things that... What's the word? They fill, like when you're swimming, it fills your ink tank faster. Those ones are pretty good. And then like when you're shooting, you're using less ink. If you max out those ones, that can be really nice. What I've liked recently a lot is the mobility increase ones. So things like swimming faster, that's super handy. Just being able to get around is really nice. I feel like it gives you an edge on the interactions. Because I don't think they have the main power up in the game yet. And just being able to swim faster is such a huge help to get around to new areas. Get more ink covered quickly. I have not really experimented with the, what is it called? The, like, main... It's like the special power-up thing where you can do the rolls easier, all of that. I don't know how amazing that is, if it'll actually be that helpful. So I can't give you any tips on that one. Gene says, are you feeling tired? I am pretty tired. I am, yes, Gene. I'm feeling okay. Actually, probably the best I've been feeling throughout the day, but I am pretty tired, yes. How's everybody else doing? How are you guys? So school has started back up. I have classes going this semester now. And so trying to figure all that out. Haven't been feeling too great. Haven't been sleeping too well, which isn't that unusual, but I am hanging in there, but definitely pretty wiped out. I'm going to go ahead and drink some more water, and then we will continue taking these Pokemon out. And I think I'm going to go ahead and put Diablo up front, like I was saying. Look at all these Pokemon around us here. So many. And we're going to go find some... Gyarados, there's one. Perfect. The Dondozo are tempting too, but they're going back underwater. Gene says figures there's a sense of tiredness in your voice. Yes. Okay. Swap up Diablo. Okay, if I remember correctly, the Veluza are surprisingly not as fast as you would think. So we might actually be able to knock one out with Electro Ball, but I'm not sure I want to risk it. They are a physical attacker, I think, also. Yeah, I think they are physical, and our special attack is better with Diablo, so we'll stay away from them if we can help it and try to keep using Discharge on these Gyarados, which should be able to knock all of them out. Two level 60, perfect, okay. Here's another Gyarados. I accidentally ran into Dratini. I think we'll go ahead and run from it so we don't have to use a PowerPoint on it. Yeah, 1,600 is super nice. We got a level on Linkatar, our Tyranitar, which is great. Tyranitar is such a strong Pokemon, but again, so many type weaknesses that makes him a little bit tricky to use safely for us here. I'm hoping we'll find a place to use Linkatar, maybe against Penny? I'm not sure, we'll see. You'd probably be okay on like half of Penny's team. Diablo says, so I'm thinking faster ink regeneration, faster special charge saver, or faster speed. Diablo, do you have a favorite gun or playstyle? Honestly, Diablo, if you want to go and distract people, I think faster speed would be a solid one to try to focus on. Oh, there's an emoji that's not working. Which emoji is it? Let me see. Just a colon? Okay, I'm gonna keep using discharge here to knock out these Gyarados. Oh, when you quote something. Might just be the wrong key. It was working there when you were typing the other stuff. Interesting. I'm not sure why. For me, I still see the quotations on the other ones. Yeah, so it looks like a colon test to me. Interesting, so maybe it was just messing up the emote or something when you were trying that. That's weird. I wonder what it is with Twitch that's making that happen. But it shouldn't affect too much, so that's okay. We'll try Electro Ball here, see how it does. Look at the Dondozo there. Looks like it was stretching out. Maybe it was sleepy, yawning. It is getting a little bit late here in game. We've got a nice full moon up there. I'm gonna head that direction. Not sure if the Dondozo will still be there once we take out these Gyarados, but we will find out. Heading away. Oh, went deep underneath. So many Gyarados, very nice. Getting good levels. Let's go ahead and rearrange. We're gonna move Cool Cat back a little bit. Change position. And change position. Great. Okay, I think that's a good lineup. We've Diavolode up front because it has good electric type attacks. Obviously Supagi second because it is the lowest level, and second place gets the most experience compared to the rest of the team here, discluding first slot. It does have the lucky egg, so that's going to be helping a lot with the experience that it gets, and then Potsuff, and then, you know, going from lower to higher, so that should work. Soon we'll be getting to a point where our Electro Ball should be able to take them all out. Less than 10 minutes to vote on Miriam versus Tulip if anyone still hasn't voted. Right now we have a big lead on Miriam still. So much experience. Very nice. Okay, where are the next ones? So great that they keep spawning in here. What I think would be a safe thing to do is try to get a back strike before using Electro Ball, just in case, because Thrash critical hit could be really rough for us, even though we are a little bit stronger now than whenever we took one before, not as a critical hit. I don't think we have space for agility right now, but we could learn that one later on if we feel like it's necessary or helpful. The only thing with the Gyarados is it does take a little while whenever they continuously have the Intimidate, but I still think we're getting more experience per time than we would be back with the Dragonair. Of course, when we use the Fairy type moves, we'll move back over to the Dragonair, but for now, this is working well. Okay, we'll wait for more to spawn in. There's obviously one right here, so we should be good there. Alright, not going to be able to get the back strike, I don't think. Maybe. We'll see. Okay, I think that was, yeah. Caught it off guard. Great. We're going to go ahead and try Electro Ball, see how it does. Cool. Okay, that was 53, so probably one of the stronger ones we would find here. We should be safe to use Electro Ball now, which is great. We took out a level 53, so we should definitely be able to take out this level 51. Great. Again, we are trying to train up for the other in-game battles like versus Penny. 5 more minutes until the poll closes. Miriam versus Tulip. Looking like we have a clear winner right now, but there's still time if a bunch of people wanted to come in and change things. One of them will make it to round 2, but we'll see. I'm guessing they might be ones not to make it to round 3, but we'll see. It depends on who they go up against as well. Another level 53, so we'll see how close Electro Ball is here. Still totally fine, so we're good. I'm going to go ahead and reposition here. Make sure you guys are staying comfortable, trying to keep good posture. That almost looked like a super long Gyarados there because they were both moving sort of in unison. They lined up pretty well. Okay, we're running out of discharge. We'll go ahead and finish that attack off, and then we'll continue using the Electro Ball because we're getting so much experience from this. I'm going to take another sip of water. I feel safe right now against the Bluza. We'll use Electro Ball. Ooh, not quite enough. Let's see if we can take a hit. Liquidation, we should be okay. Yikes, okay, so our physical defense really isn't that good, unfortunately. Seems like we're in a place with Pokemon that have... Most of our team here has some strong weaknesses, Supagi and Diabolode, as well as Linkatar, but have some really good power as well. Diabolode being our best electric attacker. Sugi here, Supagi, is going to have good fighting attack, at least one there with the close combat, but it lowers our defense and puts us in a really vulnerable spot. Pawtuff should be a pretty good all-arounder, so hopefully he'll be able to take some hits against the dragons and such. Caliper is going to be really helpful, but also not super bulky on the bulky scale, but somewhere in the middle, not terribly weak. Also going to have great type coverage, which is good. So still solidly useful Pokemon here, but a little bit concerning as far as defenses overall. I think the Pokemon that we can really rely on are going to be these two, just for swap ins, and the other ones are going to be more specific. Pawtuff maybe even could be a good swap in. Pokemon having the fairy type is pretty good defensively. Maybe Diabolode if we really want to, if we know something's going to be a special attacker. Let's go ahead and look at their stats. So we do have some pretty good special defense there, 125, comparing it to Supagi here, who is a good bit lower in level. That's something we have to keep in mind. We can see that Supagi has amazing attack, better than attack or special attack here on Diabolode. But overall, as the stats go, maybe not as much on the defenses there. Better physical defense slightly, I think, but much worse on the special defense. Okay. Also more of an all-arounder here. Actually not too fantastic on the defense, but a lot of HP. A whole lot of HP compared to these other two Pokemon, so that's something we want to keep in mind. Even though it has less defenses, it does have really good HP, which is maybe going to even that out a little bit. Special attack is really good, and it does have the boosted special attack, but we actually only have a physical attack right now, so we may want to give it Dazzling Gleam or something like that before we actually go into battle. Super duper good physical attack on Linkatar here. Pretty good speed, decent defense, great special defense as well. So really stacked here on this Pokemon, but the ×4 weakness to fighting is a little bit scary, as well as a weakness to grass, weakness to water, things like that. We really want to look out for weakness to fairy. Lots of weaknesses, but such strong stats. Then Caliper here, great attacks. We can set up the Rain Dance, so we should be pretty solid versus fire Pokemon because we have these two. That's good. Also against fighting Pokemon, we could swap from Linkatar in to Caliper if we wanted. We have that one fighting move, our only flying Pokemon. I think it's a fighting move, flying move, Air Slash there. Worse attack, better special attack, super great for us. Keen Eye prevents our stats, or excuse me, just our accuracy from being lowered. So not fantastic, but helpful still. And then of course our starter looking really good, really solid, good type coverages there, just with a random assortment of types: bug, dark, grass, and fairy though on our attacks. We'll have to keep that in mind. Diabolode looking a little damaged there, so we're going to go ahead and heal it up and move over to this Gyarados to continue our training here. As I'm talking, it actually already passed 5, so I'm going to pop back up that bright white YouTube. One moment, guys. 3, 2, 1. There we go. It is a little bit of a shock to the eyes, I guess, going from the other screen to this. Maybe I shouldn't have made it full screen, I don't know, but we're going to go ahead and say that this poll is closed for now. Miriam is going to be moving on to stage 2. Oh, you know what? You can't actually see my comment here. There we go. Oh no, I have my caps thing pressed. Okay, cool. Miriam will be moving on to stage 2. Poll closed. Great. We'll go ahead and pin this. Good. Okay. Go back. 9 scheduled. Got these ones out. Make sure to keep voting. We have another one coming out at 10 a.m. And again, new ones are ending at 5 p.m. This one's up next. Make sure to vote for tomorrow. We also have another one coming out tomorrow, as I keep saying. I'm going to go ahead and go back to the game here. Let's use Electro Ball. 4 more of those, and we're going to probably want to heal. Dondozo is one we've stayed away from. I'm thinking thinking maybe I will, just because we know we're safe against these Gyarados, even though it might give us more experience. What I could do is use our starter against Dondozo. That should be a fight in our favor for sure. Okay, I'm repositioning. I'm a little bit further from the microphone as I'm talking right now, but we should be okay. I'm actually just going to run from this Veluza, and we'll try to use up our power points on Diablo and swap into our starter, because our starter will be good against the Veluza as well as the Dondozo. Only 2 more Electro Balls. It almost looked like it was the Veluza there that we were going to be fighting, but nope, it's Gyarados, level 49. Gene says FPS drop plus Veluza, 2 things maybe that you don't like about this area. As long as you have a Pokemon good against them, then it's okay, but it can be a little bit annoying if they start piling up, chasing you around. Okay, but we're just going to use 1 more attack with Diablo, then we'll be swapping away to someone who can knock out those Veluza easily. Here we go. Here's our Gyarados. Got that Dondozo in the background too. Very nice. Okay. Hopefully the Dondozo will stay above water. Great. Perfect. Okay. Easy knockout. Let's see how much experience we get. Got the critical hit, which always happens with that attack, which is so nice. Level up on Supagi. I actually missed the amount of experience we got there, but it was a good bit. Let's look for another one. Whoop. I accidentally took much of a sharper turn than I meant to there. I'm going to just guess that these guys don't have any flying type moves on them right now. Even so, it might be a little risky to try to battle. I'm going to go for the Night Slash though. Cool. Got the critical hit on it, which is not guaranteed, but is heightened chance for that. 1,166 on our level 71 Pokemon. Where are the Dondozo? Dondozo do make it super laggy though, so that's also a potential issue. It already is pretty laggy. Okay. I'll stop. There should be some spawning in. Maybe we have to get it a little bit further away. Alright, not seeing him right now. Let's see what's up here. Maybe we'll find something awesome. Who knows, maybe a shiny. That'd be super cool. Maybe we'll just get a better view of the water as well. Whoop, okay, hopping up here. There's a Dondozo. We're also seeing a Vaporeon. Just a regular wild Vaporeon there. Here we go. So the Dondozo are a bit rarer, which is making us get less experience per second. Flower Trick to knock this one right out. Alright, I need to pay attention this time. Let's see. Yeah, almost 2,000. 1,959. Super good experience. So we'll go for those when we see them, as long as we have our grass type Pokemon up front. I'm going to move back over to that Outbreak. We might see some on the way. Whoa, couldn't turn around fast enough there. Really close to the next level on Cool Cat, which is great. Lots of feathers. Okay, can keep moving. Another stake up there, so we might as well go get that. Alright, that's for something we'll save till the end game, which is not part of this challenge. Post game, rather. Gimme cool. There we go. There's another Dondozo. We're underwater. Okay, not anymore. We were underwater for the start of that battle, it looks like. Okay, I'm still going the wrong way. I was going to be heading back around to the Dragonair. Got a bit turned around here. Okay, I think we still have some more play rough. We might miss some of them, but we'll keep using those. I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can pull up who we battles next. Attack if I can. Let me see. Probably Penny. I'll look for Penny here. Cool. Okay, actually, I already have that pulled up on a different tab. So Penny starts with the Umbreon. And what do we have for that? I guess we have Fairy. We can use Pawtuff or our starter against the Umbreon, maybe. Then Vaporeon, Jolteon, Flareon, Leafeon, and Sylveon. Don't think we have a great type. Oh, no, we have Grass, so we're good against Vaporeon. Jolteon, we had Dig. I don't know if it's going to be worth it, though, because I really don't know if Supagi would actually be able to take a hit from Jolteon. It'd be a little bit rough. Flareon, we can use our bird. Leafeon, we can also use the bird for the flying type attack. We'll see if we have anything better than that. And then Sylveon, I guess Pawtuff. We just tank it out, maybe? Hurricane, uh-oh. We avoided the attack, that's good. So it did have a flying attack. Six more on this. Okay. So looking at the levels as well, if we only use our Pokemon around level 70, we should be safe against Penny. We just really want to be careful. I think the only ones we have other than Penny would be the Elite Four. I think we missed without player off, so another one. $57 right now on Supagi, that's good. I'll go ahead and look at the Elite Four as well. So, let me see. We've already beaten Arven on the Path of Legends. Yeah, so Penny's our next big threat. Here we go. Here's the Elite Four. Okay, so Rika is the first of the Elite Four. She uses Ground-type Pokemon, which we should be able to use Cool Cat against. One of them is Fire Ground, Camerupt, yes. And so for that one, we might swap in to our Water Flying. Water Flying would actually be pretty good here. So we'll rely on our starter and on Caliper for that one. So good thing that they survived Skeletor's Massacre there. So we should be okay against the ground one. The steel one, I think, is the next one. Let me check. Yeah, Poppy of the Elite Four with the steel-type Pokemon is up next. She uses Copperajah, Magnezone, Bronzong, Corviknight, and Tinkaton. We do not have our fire Pokemon anymore, which is too bad, and we can't rely on continuously using close combat, which is also too bad. So this one's going to be a little bit rougher for us, I would think. Especially Tinkaton. We don't have anything that great against Fairy and Steel. Because we can use our Fairy type to try to resist, but then Steel is going to be super effective on us. We'll have to figure that out. Actually, you know what? We can terrestrialize Linkitar to be fully ground type. I forgot about that. So that's good. We could do that. Some of them might have moves that are strong against ground, so we'll have to figure that out. But that might be the way to go, terrestrializing Linkitar for that one. Keep looking for Dragonair here. I'll go ahead and grab these. Okay, then we'll keep battling. Alright, so Linkitar is going to be the plan. Then we have Larry of the Elite Four with flying Pokemon. And who do we have for that one? I guess Ice Beam, honestly, might be our best bet there. We can try giving Ice-type moves to our Pokemon. Okay, let's see. I was thinking that Flamigo was only fighting type, but apparently it is flying fighting. So I don't know. Maybe I was just wrong on that one. I'll have to look into that again. I'm going to run here because last time we took 2 hits and I don't want to go down to a critical hurricane. That would be sad. Diablo says, hey, at Platinum Dragon 79, maybe you can make the stream Splatoon story mode after the Nuzlocke. That could actually be really fun, Diablo. That's a great idea. I really like Splatoon a lot and haven't played it a lot before the Splatfest, so that would be fun. I have not finished the story yet, so I could continue from where I am, or I could just start a new file on it as well. That would be fun. And it also could be neat, because I also have not seen the story and haven't really been spoiled, so that's good. Where? So, Cool Cat, let me check where we are on our PowerPoints. Low. We're low on our PowerPoints. Let's go ahead and swap. Do we want Pawtuff? Do we want Caliper? Let's do Pawtuff. Haha. Then the Veluza comes. Targeted on. Torpedo. We'll try play rough, why not? Not bad. Alright, we're fine. Way to go, Pawtuff. Another Veluza. Oh, good. We have a cute charm. Very nice. Where are you, Dragonair? We have so many Gyarados spawning in. Okay, here we go. Heads up again, right now it is almost 5:20 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We will be ending the stream in 40 minutes. We're trying to train up a team for these next streams so we can continue and try to take out these difficult battles that are coming up. I think if we do go for Team Star first, we just finished that route entirely. Of course, taking out Penny is what we have up next. Then I think the Elite Four will be a breeze at the beginning for us. It might get a little bit tricky with the type matchups and the attacks and all that, which would mean it would get tricky maybe because of Pokemon battling, but we should be leveled enough where it's not too super terrible. Hopefully we won't have a situation like the Skeledirge where it powers itself up so much that we're in such a bad spot. But we'll see. You never know. I am thinking that Team Star is going to be the way to go first, and we want to make sure we're prepared for that one. Uh-oh, we missed, so we're going to take another hit, most likely. Might use a Dragon move. Aqua Tail. We should be okay. Great. Now, of course, we're going to go heal. Got another level there. Fantastic. Okay. Let me actually just fly to a Pokemon Center. I'm going to fly right off the water, even though I was saying earlier wasn't doing that. You know what? I didn't actually check out the bidding house there. I should do that. It also reminds me of the Nintendo Online app where you can check what clothes are in for today. I should do that. Nintendo Switch Online for Splatoon. Okay, going to heal. Looks like the stuff on the app right now is only okay. The special power-up, Button Clown Shirt, is interesting. That's one of the options right now. That could be good. Okay, all healed up. We'll figure out where to go next here in the modern Nuzlocke run, where we are. I need to hit back because I accidentally pressed the A button again. Oh, I was going to check out the bidding area, which is which direction? This direction. So quiet here with this music going down. Okay. Any more TMs or anything up here? Okay, HP ups, Genius Feathers. Maybe HP up? I don't know. I feel like it'd be better to raise our defenses than HP. Let's go in and look. Oh, I didn't realize you could actually get inside of here. Ultra Balls, okay. Let's see what the prices on the Ultra Balls are, because those could be helpful for catching the Roaring Moon. Let me see how many we have, though, in our bag. What's this? We have a new item here. Dragon Terra Shard, okay. Something else as well, let's see. Not sure what it was. White Herb. That's actually not bad. Restoring any lowered stat. Only once, though. If we don't have an item, we might as well give that to someone. Right now, I think we have items. Possibly we could give that to Potop if it doesn't have an item here. Don't know why I went to berries. Let me move to Pokeballs. Okay, Ultra Ball, we have 73, so we should be okay. I don't think we need them. Let's see if they're an amazing price. Diablo says, honestly, the story mode is one of the best things in Splatoon. 18 for 5,900. That's the starting bid. I think that'll be fine. We should have enough money for it. Splatoon is a really, really fun game. I was enjoying the story mode when the game came out and I was doing it. Then I got sort of sidetracked on other stuff and never continued it. Okay, let me see. Bid high first, and we'll wait for them to go out. Whoops, I meant to bid one higher than that, but it's okay. Cool, okay, so we still got a decent price on those. Free X accuracy. That's something we talked about too, if we wanted to use some of those maybe at the start of the battles coming up. For instance, versus Penny, we can start raising our defense or something. Penny's going to be trying to lower our... Oh, what is it? Is our attack? Something like that. Quite a lot. I know she has, I think Baby Doll Eyes is the move that it's called. Something like that on... let me see what it's actually called. Yeah, Baby Doll Eyes. She has it on every single one of her 6 Pokemon. Lowers the target's attack. Okay, and it always goes first. It's a priority move that lowers attack. They can't get to us here on the edge, it looks like. They're trying, though. Move over here. Okay, already daytime here in the game. Fly over this way. Away from danger, back to Castle Royale Lake. Potuf's still up front. I think we'll throw Diavolo back over. It is 65 right now. Caliper. These two are in a great spot. In the 70s is awesome. Linkatar, we don't actually have a great training partner for right now. Supagi. Okay, yeah, this is fine. We'll keep these ones where they are. I take it back. I do think Diavolo is just going to be worth it. Let me just rearrange. Change position, because Diavolo gets us so much more experience by taking out the Gyarados. That should be fine with us here. 72, 71. Okay, cool. That's fine. We'll grab some money here, and it looks like there's a TM as well. Don't want to pass that up. Water type Go-Goat's kind of cool. Reversal. Not a move we'll use, most likely. It says it becomes more powerful the less HP the user has. We do not want to get to a point where we're running low on HP, so... Okay, keep moving. Bunch of Nacli, none of them shiny. Dive Ball, that's fun. Okay, the outbreak is still going on. I just guess I made it to that location or something. I know that there were a lot of Gyarados around the outbreak, so I'm going to head that direction. Whoops. Okay, I accidentally clicked on something on the chat. There we go. Back to regular chat view. Here's our first Gyarados since healing. How's everybody doing? It's kind of getting to that season where the breaks are over, having to get back into work, getting back into classes, all that type of stuff. How's everybody doing with the transitions? Hopefully things are going smoothly. It's okay for me. Things are working out. Never as amazing as I would want it to go, but it's okay. I still have a good bit more to do in my room on the wall and getting that whole section worked on, which is something I really wanted to knock out over the winter break. Gene says, I don't feel the break thing. Yeah. You had a little break, I guess, for New Year's. But still working, probably. Not as much of a difference. I'll use Discharge here, and we'll use that on these other Gyarados surrounding us here. Oh, never mind, there aren't any in the back. Oh, there is one in the back, okay. A couple around us. Got a level on Linkatar, that's always welcome. Okay, more Gyarados up here. Okay, I'm getting a lot of messages at weird times here. We're going to use Discharge. I got some messages from some random classmate over Canvas, which is like a website app type thing used for my classes. I have no idea what that's about. I'm gonna have to look at those afterwards. Let's see. I'm tempted to try battling the Azumarill, but I think I won't for now. We'll keep going this way and look for more Gyarados. Okay, there's a Dondozo down there too. We're definitely getting to a good spot here for the next stream. We'll probably be able to do the battle on the next stream. I'm going to try battling Dondozo here with our Electrode. Here we go, Diabolode. We're going to go with Discharge. Electro Ball might even be stronger. I'm not sure how fast Dondozo is. Rain Net's cool. We're good. Oh no, it didn't knock it out. I really thought that would be enough to knock it out. We should be able to take one body slam, though. We're fine. Wow. That's crazy that that did not knock it out. I was expecting it to be a little stronger than that. I was wrong. I guess our attack isn't as good as our special attack, but that was funny. Okay, 65 and 50. Really nice. Let's go ahead and look. 59, actually. Even better than 50. Way better than 50. Okay. 64. Sweet. Okay, if we get to like 65s, we're in a really good spot here. So, a little bit more on Supagi. We'll keep that item on her. And I'm going to go ahead and put pots up there. Let's do this. And, whoops. We'll do that. Heal Diablo load here, just in case we want to swap back. Cool. Okay, now let's go back to that outbreak. We'll try to get Pawtuff to 65. And tomorrow, I'll have to check the schedule. I believe it's from 4 to 6 again tomorrow. I should be able to battle Penny, which would be great. I'm passing it. Where is it? This way. There we go. Somewhere here I need to stop moving so they can spawn in. There we go. They're starting to come. It was a little faster. We should be okay, though. It's fun to see Wigglytuff floating around. I wonder if it can be sent out. It can! It can float around above the water. That is so cool. That's awesome. Okay. That's so good. Look at this. So cute. That's really fun. I was not expecting that. But I mean, I guess it not having that, that like bubble underneath it, the inflatable thingy, makes it make sense. Nice. Way to go, Wigglytuff. Let's go ahead and battle one, just so that we get up the level by battling. Get the EVs, whatever they be. Play rough here. Yeah, I think so. I think it is the balloon Pokemon. I just wasn't expecting it to be able to fly over the water. I didn't even think about that. So happy. Way to go. We got to 65 as well. Fantastic. Now we just need Linkatar. Don't know of a fantastic spot for Linkatar to train. We're somewhere weak to ground. There's not really like a lot of electric Pokemon standing around somewhere. And I say ground because that's our Terra type. But if we have something weak to rock, that could be good too. You know what? Actually, there were some Wattrel or Kilowattrel over here. Let's try to battle those with Linkatar. That might be the thing to do. Let me check. We might have our Pokemon all at 65. Close to it. We still have to train Supagi. Uh-oh. Well, I think it is weak to rock. I don't know. Let's move. Alright, I'm going to fly and heal and move over to that beach. Fly here and heal and then go that direction. I'm going to go ahead and stretch back here. Make sure you guys are staying comfortable, staying hydrated. I should go ahead and take another sip of water here after I stretch as well. Diavolo says, Salmon Run has great weapons at the moment. Ooh, very nice. That's always fun. Salmon Run's a great mode. The weapons do change it quite a lot, though. Sometimes it seems almost impossible. Sometimes it seems like things are just going so well. The weapons really do change a lot. And obviously your rank and stuff, but I'm thinking about being at the, what is it called? Professional. I think they changed what it's called in this one. Okay, here we go. See what you can do, Linkatar. I saw a shadow of one. There it is. Oh, only 29. We can try Smackdown. We should be okay. Okay, a bit slower. Maybe what we should do is just give Linkatar the lucky egg. We're actually weak to ground, unfortunately. So we have Crunch though. Great. Okay, we'll use Crunch here. We could try to find, no, because we're also rock type. I was gonna say we could try to find Slowbro for our Crunch, but we're rock type, so that makes it hard. Oh, teammates as well, absolutely, yeah. If the teammates know what they're doing or know how to use the weapons, that's a huge difference as well. This one's level 50, so we want to be careful. Good. Okay, cool. Still not too much more. I'm thinking we do a lucky egg, but we'll be okay. I forgot to heal, it looks like. Let's just, whoops. Let's just do that. Roost. A lot of them are using Roost right at the start. I do not know why. Maybe they're expecting us to be faster. Again, the ominous stakes we're not probably going to, we shouldn't because we don't have the rolls for them, so not going to be going for them here during the challenge, but maybe after we beat the challenge or lost the challenge, if we want to come back to this count later, we can go grab those ruinous legend Pokemon. Grass type, kind of tricky. So many weaknesses. Okay, keep moving. Here, someone we can battle. We'll lead with Tyranitar. Actually, no, we have Pawtuff still up. Okay, cool. We should be okay. Alright, we might actually want to swap the Tyranitar here. The Seal might be super effective on Rock, actually. But Ground is super effective on Steel, so... Because we swap in, we can't instantly Terrasilize, which makes it a little bit tricky. I think Caliper is going to be the way to go. You can hit it with a flying move. Swords Dance, okay. Hopefully it won't hit us at all, so that shouldn't matter, but we'll see. Ooh, yikes, uh-oh. Okay, big hit, but we're okay. Not very effective. Slowking. Okay. We could try Supagi. I feel like it's not safe. So let's stick with Caliper. Just because we should level over. Oh, I was thinking of Slacking. Slowking is much different. We're still fine though. Let's go Air Slash. She would have been a great matchup. Would have been our starter here. Air Slash should be fine. When she couldn't move. Great. There's a small chance we miss. So let's try to knock it out here with Surf. Shouldn't miss that one. Very good. Okay. Definitely took some damage, but we're fine. Still 64. We can heal up Caliper. And let's go back to the water. You know what? I'll go ahead and knock out the Slowbro, actually. Okay, we still have 7 attacks left to discharge. Looks like there was a TM. Nope, just a regular Pokeball. I thought it was a TM. Maybe there was one above, or around. No, I think it was that one. Okay. The Raptor down. Let's see how much experience we get for that. Should be a good bit. 1,800. Awesome. And we got a new move. Double Shock. Okay, this could be good. Let's see what it is. The user discharges all the electricity from its body to perform a high damage attack. After using this move, it will no longer be electric type. Wow, okay, so there's no recoil. That's awesome. That's actually really good. It's better than discharge here for us. It would be a pure fighting, and then we could actually Terrasilize to electric, I guess, if we wanted to. Really cool. Didn't know about that move. Okay, so now we have a solid electric type move on that Pokemon. Is it? Let me check if it's physical or special. Physical would be better for us. Physical, sweet. Okay, very good. Dragon Trainer, so we'll go ahead and throw Potoff to the front. I'm going to go ahead and reposition again. We have a little more than 10 minutes left here in the stream. We didn't heal, so we are still low on power points, unfortunately. Okay, there might be some Gimme Ghoul or some items around here. Steel Psychic we could try to knock out with our starter, but I think we'll just keep looking around this area. Have we already gotten this fly point? I think we have. I should just fly back over to the lake. Let's see what spawns here. There might be some fighting Pokemon. Okay. Dragalgy could be a little bit rough for us, actually. .54, great. Okay, nice and strong. We should be fine to take it out. Very nice. We'll go ahead and knock this one out too. 53. Oyster. I wonder if we can get more Gyarados to spawn over here. Might be too much trouble. If we can just go from the Paldean Sea to here, let's see. Okay, does that respawn them all? Oh, it doesn't. Alright. Hope this is strong enough. Not quite at level 56. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, that could be bad. No, it's totally fine. Good. Okay. Is that one where it's stronger if you used all your other attacks? I don't remember. I thought it was stronger if you have lower HP, but maybe it's stronger if you have higher HP. Whatever happened, we were okay, and that's good. Alright, I'm just circling here. Let me go ahead and move back over to that other place. I'll hop up here, look for any items. Ooh. Okay. This might be a good opportunity for a Linkatar. Nice. Oh no, I can't. Okay, there. Ah. My guitar's still standing there. Thought maybe he would slide down. Okay, this is a bit scary. If we use Crunch, we might be okay, but I might just run. I think I'll try Crunch. Good. Okay, cool. Looking at the level difference is what made me feel a little bit more safe. I'm thinking pretty soon after the next stream, we'll be able to hop in and battle Penny, which would be great. Let's try out our new electric attack. Actually, you know what? That makes us pure fighting, which is weak to Hurricane, and we probably go down from it. So that might be a bad move. We'll retry. We'll hold off on that for now and do Diablo load. Yeah, that should be good. Okay, it is now 5:54. I do want to remind myself to make sure to update the schedule on Twitch for people who aren't on the Discord. If you are on Discord, if you want to join our family-friendly community Discord, you can always do that with any link, but you can easily get one by typing !Discord on the Twitch chat or while in the Twitch chat. The stream does not even have to be live. You can just go to the Twitch page and type !Discord or !YouTube for the YouTube channel. And those links are also displayed on the About page of Twitch, as well as, I think it's called About. Yeah, it's also called About on YouTube. And then we have a community link section on the Discord as well. So any area of the community you want to join, hopefully you'll be able to find a link pretty easily for that. I'm going to go ahead and use Discharge here. Pulling up Twitch now so I can make sure I go to my channel to update. Here we go. Update the schedule if I can. Alright, nice. Here we go. Palooza. Ah. Oh no, Palooza. Okay, we should be able to take it out with the Electro Ball. Should be okay here. Great. And that actually was a good bit of experience still. Maybe we could just go for those. But where did the Pelipper go to? There it is. Such a weird angle right now. Gyarados, perfect. Okay, we should be able to get a few more Pokemon knocked out before the stream ends, and then next stream we'll move right in to try to battle Penny at least pretty soon after the stream starts, I think. Okay, I'm gonna go battle these Veluza because we can knock them out with Electro Ball. Very nice. Here's another, couple more. It's actually kind of nice that they come to you whenever you're trying to hunt them. Alright, we have a couple Gyarados as well. Very nice. After we knock out these Gyarados, I'm going to go ahead and start wrapping things up. It is 5:59 p.m. here, and I have to end at 6, so I have less than a minute, and I'll probably go slightly longer than 6 wrapping up, but it'll be close to it here. Thank you guys for watching. We are looking good now with this new team, which is great. Hopefully they will be solid. Again, really our issue is our defenses, our type weaknesses. As long as we pay attention to those and stay safe, I feel like we should be okay. Penny is going to be a strong challenger with the attack learning and just some solid Pokemon, all the different evolutions, most of them at least. I have a few more attacks left here, and then we're going to go heal, and then I'll save. I'll set up the schedule here on Twitch for people who maybe aren't on the Discord or just like to see the schedule here on Twitch instead. And then that is going to be it for now. Oh, we had a Weasel. We'll go ahead and knock it out if we have an attack for it. We do. Okay, then we're going to go heal. It is now 6 p.m. Gene, Diavolo, goodbyes. Thank you all for hopping in. Nice to see you here. This was kind of a slower, relaxed stream, but it's always nice hanging out with you guys, and I'm happy to be able to have streamed here today. I'm going to move to Porto Marinada. Okay, then we're going to heal. We're going to save. Gene says, see you guys tomorrow. I hope so, Gene. I should be right back here tomorrow. I do have a stream scheduled, I believe, from 4 to 6. I'll be looking at that here in just a moment. And I do want to remind you all, make sure you vote on tomorrow's poll. It'll be going out at 10 a.m. tomorrow, and it'll be up for, I believe, 4 days. Let me pop over to that. Here we go. Yeah. Oh, wrong page. Bump, bump, bump. Which page would it be? This one? Yeah, this one. Cool. Yep, so this one is closed now. This one closes tomorrow at 5, and new polls will be coming out tomorrow as well. So stay updated on those. Make sure to keep voting. It'll be fun to see who makes it to the end, because again, the brackets are gonna maybe be some interesting ones. Right now, 100% people voted for Rika with 6 votes. I actually haven't done I think it's linguistics class or something like that. So I only know of Rika so far, but do choose who you think is the best, and we'll see who makes it to the end. I'm going to go ahead and move back off. We saved our progress. Things are looking good. Diablo is playing Splatoon. We'll see you later, Diablo. We'll see you later, Gene. Thank you all for hanging out. I will go ahead and get this uploaded onto YouTube as well, even though it was just a training stream. And with my schedule coming into place, I'll have to figure out everything with my assignments and stuff, but I should be able to start doing more on YouTube here soon. I want to get the Skeletor Massacre. That was a big moment, a sad moment, but that could make a good clip, so that might be something I'll be working on here. But until next stream, I'll see you guys on Discord. Nice to see you tonight. I hope you all have a relaxing night. Gene, I hope you have a nice day up ahead, that work goes smoothly. I'll move into ending soon, and see you guys on Discord. Bye for now.